Welcome to Damu Education. If not yet subscribed, please subscribe and click the bell icon. So in this module, we are going to start our new exercise. That is, first question. The following frequency distribution gives the monthly consumption of electricity of 68 consumers of a locality. Find the median, mean and mode of the data and compare them. So first one, what is that? Monthly consumptions, they are given number of consumers. So 65 to 85 and 85 to 105, they are given. So for this electricity, 68 consumers. So number of consumers, if you take it that one, 68, that is all the added means we will get. So this is the electricity, they are given that consumers monthly. So first one. So what is the, we are going to calculate first mean. So what is the formula of mean? So mean will be equal to x bar. We are going to take this one in step deviation method, that is assumed mean plus summation of fi ui by summation of fi into h. So what is the h here? The class length. So class length. Then what is this here is class length, we can take it as, let's going to take, we are going to take upper limits of any two consecutive class intervals. Let's going to take 125 and 145 in these two class intervals. So difference of upper limits and lower limits. What is this here is, so what is this? 20. So class length h will be equal to 20. We have calculated that one. Then what is the ui? Ui will be equal to xi minus a by h. This is xi is nothing but the average of lower limit plus upper limit of any corresponding class intervals. So these are the formulas of this. Then summation of fi, if you added all this one, we will get summation of fi, all these frequencies. So if you add all this one, we will get the 68. That is summation of fi is 68. Now we have to calculate it, assume the mean. So let's move on this. For this, let's going to take what are the values of this. Let's write all the intervals. Monthly consumption, let's take monthly consumption format of 65 to 85. Then here 85 to 105. 105. Here 2020 is the difference. If you take it, this one is 105 to 125. 105 to 125. Then 125 to 145. Then 145 to 165. Simply we are added 20 to upper values. 165 to 185. Then 185 to 205. So these are the values. Let's find out this one as, so number of consumers you can take, this is fi. So middle value is xi. Then ui is equals to xi minus a by h. Then fi ui. So these are the values. Let's find out this one. What is this here? Number of consumers 4. Then 85 to 105 are there 5. Then this one is 13. Then 20. Then 14. Then what is that? 8. Again 4. So if you add all these values, what we will get it here? Summation of fi, as we know in question only they are given, that is 68. Next one, summation of fi is nothing but sum of all the frequencies. We need to add it all these values. Then find the class marks. The class marks is average of these two values, that is 65 plus 85 by 2. What we will get? 65 plus 85, we will get 150 by 2. Then what is that? 150 by 2 is nothing but 75. Then 85 plus 105 by 2. So 85 plus 105, 105 plus 85, we will get the answer 190 by 2. Then what is that here is 95. So here, what is there here? If you add 20 to it, we will get the answer. So let's going to add 20 to it. 95 for the previous value, 20, the difference. Then what is that? 115. Then 115 plus 20, that is the middle values. So for that, what we will get? 135. Then 135 to 20, then what you will get? 155. So here 165 plus 185, 165 plus 185, we will get 350 by 2 by 2. Then what is that? So is that getting correct answer or not? We need to get here 175. We will get it or not. So by 2 we will get exactly 175. then 175 plus 20, what you will get? 195. So these are the middle values. Let's find out what is it here is. Then ui, xi minus a by h. So xi is what? Let's take assumed mean. You can take it as 135. So this is, let's going to take assumed mean as 135. Before 3 and after 3 we are taking any one value you can take. Either you can take assumed mean as 75, 95, 115, anything you can take it. So 75, what you can take it here is, so 75 minus a is 135 by h is what? 20. As we know, h is equals to class length 20. The difference is that 20 is there. So 75 minus 135, that will be equal to minus 60 by 20. Then what you will get? Minus 3. So that is the value. So for this also, 95 minus 135 by 20, then what you will get? 95 minus, so we will get around, it's a 40 minus 40 by 20, then what you will get? 2 ones are, then 2 twos are. Then here what you will get? 115 minus 135 by 20, 115 minus 135 by 20, what we will get? 135 is assumed mean. We are taking this as assumed mean. So for this, minus 20 by 20, then what you will get? Minus 1. If you observe this one, it will follow the rule of integers, that is minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. Then we will get 135 to 135 by 20, then 0 by 20, and 0 by anything is 0. Then 155, 135 by 20, what we will get? We will get exactly, it is 155 minus 135 by 20, we will get 20 by 20. If you observe this one, plus 1 is there. The next one is 40 by 20. If you carefully divide with these values, we will get the 2. Then here, what you will get? 60 by 20. Then what we will get? 3. So if you observe these values, this one 1, 2, 3 plus 1, 2, 3, like that we were getting. So let's move on this. So what is this here? Fi ui. So Fi is 4. 4 into minus 3, then what you'll get? Minus 12. So this is the value. Then minus 2 into 5, then minus 10. Then minus 1 into 13. We are multiplying with the frequency values with that. So minus 12, minus 10, minus 13. Then 0 into 20, that is 0. Then 14 into 1, that is 14. Then what is that? 8 into 2, 16. Then here what you'll get? 3 into 4. That is 12. So if you add all these values, we are going to observe one case. So what is that here is, we can take it as summation of Fi ui, that is addition of all these values. So let's going to do with summation of Fi ui will be equal to minus 12. So 12 plus 10 plus 13, what we will get it here? 35 minus 35 plus 0 plus 14, 16, 12. So 14 plus 16 will be 30. 30 plus 12, what we will get it? So 42. So 42, what answer we will get? So 7. So minus 35 plus 42. So 42 minus 35, we will get it as 7. So that is summation of Fi ui. So that is our case. Let's move on to substitute all these values in the observation. So what is that? Summation, that is mean, average. Mean will be equal to, what is that? Assumed mean plus summation of Fi ui by summation of Fi into h. So assumed mean, what is that value? Assumed mean here is, so let's move assumed mean. We took it as 135 plus summation of Fi ui is 7 by summation of Fi is 68. That is class length will be 20. So let's take this one, cancel with this 2. So let's going to cancel 2 10s are, then 2 3s are 6, then 2 4s are 8. 2 5s are, then 2 1s are, 2 7s are. Then what is this? 135 plus 7 by 17 into 5. So we will get 135 plus 7 5s are 35 by 17. So 35 by 17, what we will get? 2 point. So 17 ones are, let's go into 17 ones are, then 17 twos are, then 1 will be 10, then put it 0, 100. So what we will get? 17, put it 0, then we will get, it will be 100, the 100, 17 5s are. So 17 5s are, what is that? 85. Then 15 will be, then what is that? 15 So 15 will be 8th up. So let's go into add 135 plus 2.058. So if you add that, mean will be equal to, what is that here is, so 135 plus 2.06, 2.06, approximately 135 plus 2.06, we will get 137.06. So this is the mean. So like this we have to find it. Now we are going to calculate, that is cumulative frequencies for the given observatory values, that is monthly consumptions and number of consumers. Cumulative frequency is nothing but less than cumulative frequencies. We are going to write or adding of all the frequencies one by one. So first one, let's take 4. Then for this 4 we are going to add 4 plus 5. Then what answer? 9 we will get. So for this 9 we are going to add 13. So 9 plus 13 is what? 22. So 22. For 22 we are going to add 20. So that is 42. Then 42 plus 14. So one by one, for the preceding value we are going to add next frequency value. So what is that? 56. Then 56 plus 8, what we will get? So what is that? Answer is 64. So for this 64 we are going to add, that is 68. So what is the number of observations? The number of observations, small n, is nothing but here whatever the frequency value we got it, that is the number of observations. So let's going to take here summation of all the frequencies. This is the 68. So small n is what? 68. So that is the number of observations, that will be equal to small n. So according to the formula we have to take n by 2. So we have to do the n by 2, then only we can take what is the median class, that is 34. So 34th observations in the class. What is the 34th observation? We have to check it in the cumulative frequency values. So 34th means we will get in the 42. 34 means above 20. So 34. So what value we have to select here is 34 from these cumulative frequencies. It is 22 and below 42. So below 42 means we have to check with the which one is the maximum, for that we have to go. So here the 42 is the maximum, for that we have to go with 42. So in this 34th observation we will get. What is the less than? Less value we should not go. So above 34 and below cumulative frequency, which one is there? For that we have to select the 42. Let's move on to this. 42 we got it. For that 34th observation in which class interval? So we will get the class interval as 125 to 145. And what is the frequency? 20. So what you can say here is, based on these conditions, we can say the frequency of the median class. So median class is nothing but, what is that? Frequency of the median class, we will get 20. So f is equals to 20. Then class size of the median class. So class size, h, how to calculate? So here 105 we already calculated from this. So our class size we can take it as 125 minus 105. We can take it these two differences, lower limits of this you can take, that is 20. So class size we have calculated, that is 20. Then frequency also 20. What is the frequency? So this is the frequency, this is the class interval. So let's going to write what is that? Cumulative frequency, lower boundary of the median class. Median class is nothing but 125 to 145. So what is the lower boundary for this? So 125. So for this 125. For this 68. Cumulative frequency of class preceding the median class. So which one? So median class preceding that cumulative frequency is 22. So this is cumulative frequency. So for any median class, before that class, what is the cumulative frequency? That is CF. So CF will be equal to, what is that? 22. So we are taking all the values here. Lower boundary of the median class 125 and number of observations from this n will be, you can take it as here, n is equals to 68, and cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. So median class is this one. So preceding that cumulative frequency is 22. Frequency of the median class is 20. Already we have taken, and class size is 20. Now we have to substitute in the formula. Based on that we are going to calculate. So what is the formula of median? So median formula is nothing but So let's take median. It will be, so let's find out median will be, median formula, lower boundary of the median class L small l plus n by 2 minus C of cumulative frequency whole divided by F into H. So as we know, these are, so L is lower boundary is equals to what? 125. Then n by 2 already we have taken, that is 34. Cumulative frequency, that is 22. Whole divided by frequency is 20. Then class length also 20. So here 20 will going to cancel. Then what is that? 125 plus 34 minus 22. So what is that? 12. So we will get 125 plus then 137. So this is the median. So median will be equal to 137. So this is the, like this we have to find the median for this. Now we will see mode of this. So here we are going to calculate mode of this. So for this monthly consumption, number of consumers, which one is the highest value? So we know that this is the 20, highest frequency, this is 20, and this is model class. Whatever the corresponding class, that is the model class, we will going to get it, this one as F1. And preceding this class, what we know, so this is F0, this is successive means F2. So let's find out and write these values. The model class will be 125 to 145, and lower boundary of this model class 125. Class size, as we know, we are calculated that. Let's going to subtract upper boundaries of the two successive classes, that is H will be equal to 185 minus 165. You can take anything as lower boundaries also, 165 minus 145. Anything we can take it, that done, we will get 20. The frequency of the model class, the frequency of the model class F1 will be 20. The frequency of the class preceding model class, that is F0 will be equal to 13. The frequency of the class succeeding model class is F2. So that will be equal to 14. So these are the values as we know. Now we are going to calculate the mode of this. So what is the mode? Mode formula, as we know that. So mode formula will be equal to, so what is that? Mode will be equal to small l plus f1 minus f0 by 2 f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. So L we know that, what is that? 125. So 125 plus f1 minus f0. So f1 minus f0 we are going to calculate separately, that is 20 minus 13. So 20 minus 13, 7. Then 2 f1 minus f0 minus f2. So we are going to get it, what is the value we will get? 2 into 20 minus 13 minus f2 is nothing but 14. So 40 minus 27. So 27, what we will get? 13. So let's move on to this. So 7 by 13 into h will be 20, as we know that. So 25 plus 7 2s are 14, 140 by 13. So we will get 140 by 13, as we know. If you calculate it, it will come as 125 plus 10.76. So if you add to this 125, then what answer we will get? 135.76. So this is the mode value. So what we have to do here now, it is values. So let's compare. So let's comparison will be, so what is that? As we know, so here all the values, mode values. So what is the mean? So mean will be equal to 137.06. Then median will be equal to, what is that? It's exactly 137. Then mode will be equal to 135.7. So 135.77. So like that we need to get it. So more or less both are equal. So more or less, so it is coming that 7 6 or approximately, we will stop it here 7 7. You can get it anything. So you can get it like this also, 7 7 or 7 6. So more or less all the central tendency or approximately are equal. So what you can say here is approximately or central tendency of finding the data approximately equal to each other. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.